Fred, what's going on, man?
What's up, Kyle? How are you doing?
Good, good, good. So everybody, today we've been doing this series, Fred, just so you know, and the series has basically been on different small business owners that have been impacted by the pandemic and what we all have been doing in our space to kind of basically combat that, right? So
Exactly,
Fred,
yes.
I got Fred Cullen right now with Green Team Junk Removal. Fred, you and I obviously have done business in the past. I understand your business well. We talk a lot. We brainstorm and mastermind a lot about kind of what you're doing, what you're seeing out there, what I'm seeing out there, and how the two things can kind of work hand in hand. So first of all, just explain quickly what you do in a nutshell. Tell everybody what you do.
Sure. I'm a junk removal company, and we recycle, reuse, and donate up to 80% of what we haul. We work with different charities throughout Massachusetts and Rhode Island, and we work with Harvey's Waste and Recycling in Westborough, Massachusetts. And there's various charities that we work with: our Habitat for Humanity, Fresh Start, Salvation Army, our Women's Latin Group, and we also have helped out with the Epilepsy Foundation as well.
So basically, you guys go out, right? I have a house. It needs to get cleaned out. You guys go out there, clean out the house, take that junk, and then recycle it. Basically,
Yep, and sort it out. And whatever we can have reused, we'll make sure it gets put into a place where a family can reuse it. And it really helps a lot of families in need. That is one of our main goals.
I mean, that's key, and it's clean for the environment. I think that's why you've got the green logo,
Yep.
Like recycling, look right. If you want to put your just so someone can see that, just kind of see how that logo looks. Do you hear me?
You kind of came in a little fuzzled.
I said show people how that logo looks so everyone can see how the yeah, exactly. See how it looks. You know, it's kind of got the arrows, almost like the recycling look.
Yep, exactly.
You guys, let's talk about pre-pandemic. How was Green Team Junk doing prior to coronavirus?
Oh, we were doing very well. The public really liked our mission, which is to recycle and reuse. We were on a fast pace of doing close to 600 to 700 homes for 2020. That was our goal. We did 441 homes in 2019. So I had increased it by 200, and I think that was a reasonable number, you know, for growth. And now, with the pandemic, obviously things have slowed down, but before the pandemic, we were getting close to almost between 11 and 17 jobs a week, which is not bad.
No, that's pretty good. So now, right, pandemic happens. Green Team Junk has a goal of 600 homes that they're going to help, 600 people they're going to help clean out. Pandemic happens. We're a month into this thing. People are basically on house arrest, barely can leave the house. How's the inflow of calls for Green Team Junk now versus then? You're doing 11 to 12 homes a week. Has it changed? Has it went up? Has it went down? What does that look like?
Kyle, this is something you're going to probably want to hear. We've actually stayed pretty consistent. They have slowed down a little, but we've still stayed pretty consistent. And a lot of the customers that we've been doing, they're ready for this to actually break because they want to go ahead and put their houses on the market.
Mm-hmm.
And I think with the families being home, we've had to go ahead, and you know how you talk about that pivot and that shift.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the families are putting the stuff outside. So we're really working.
Oh, that's smart. So that's a pivot for you, right? So now instead of you going in the house, they put the stuff outside and you just come get it. You almost come like the garbage man and come pick everything up.
Exactly. So that's one way we had to go ahead and pivot.
Which is actually good for you. If you think about it, right? Could be a good little different business model for you guys going forward. If you have people that own homes and they want to get stuff outside, it makes it easier. Now all you have to do is go to the house, pick it up curbside, put it in the truck, and get the heck out of there.
Exactly. So that's what we've been doing, and that's one of the ways I've been able to to really push that to our customers, that they don't have to come near us. And then one of the best things, we take credit cards. So when it comes to payment, they don't even have to turn around and come near my guys. We could just call them and take a credit card payment over the phone.
Right. So you don't even have to get a check from them. There's no physical interaction. It's legit. You guys go out, pick the stuff up, it's paid for credit card, and you move on.
Yes. Yes.
So I guess the good news for you is you get a lot of people that are in a position of kind of getting their house ready to sell. So now if they think the pandemic will be over in a month or so, now's a good time for a seller or an estate sale or whatever to have you come out, go through it, and just kind of take, get the stuff out of the house so they're ready to go. They're rocking and rolling once we come to that time.
Now, obviously, it is a slower time. I mean, even though the cost of staying consistent, which is good. If we're not scheduling the job now, they want to schedule it out in a couple months to see how this goes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things that I'm also taking this time, and I encourage every business owner out there to do, is to go over that business model, to really go over it. And what you've probably had and you and I talked about this. We really talked because this is such a very tough time. It's about survival. It's about keeping that brand out there. It's about keeping that exposure, because even though it's on trying times that we really don't know which direction this pandemic's going to go, because there's still a lot of decisions that need to be made politically. But it's us really putting in that work every day and finding new ways to really get our names out there with the public, and also showing that we care, and we do. It's making sure that we're there for our customers, even if it's just giving us a call and asking us a couple of questions. We don't need to get that job right there and then, but we want to let our customers know that we're there for them, and we're making adjustments just to make sure, that they're safe, we're safe, and keeping that brand. You really want to make sure that your brand is out there. You want to remain in the eyes of the public, and
So with that, right? Are you still advertising? What are you doing then? Like, are you still spending money on advertising? Because I know you hit me up last week about a radio station that wants you to advertise. So do you seem like you see this as an opportunity to increase your brand recognition through advertising and marketing, right?
Yes, that is correct. Right now, what I'm doing is because a lot of people are in front of their TVs, they're in front of their computers, they're at home, they're doing projects. I'll show it to you right now. I'm going hard on Facebook. I've got 3 ads running for this month. One of my ads reached out to 50,000 people yesterday. I want to do radio. I want to make sure that, you have to go hard with advertising. You have to, really.
So, Fred, let's talk about that Facebook ad, right? So 50,000 households you reach, or people on Facebook, right?
Yeah.
How much did you spend to get that out there on 50,000 people? What was that, and how long? Because I know when you boost things, you spend a certain amount of money. It goes out for a certain amount of time. Do you know what that number looked like?
Yeah. So yesterday for the 50,000 people, I spent $82.27.
To get in front of 50,000 people?
In front of 50,000 people.
$82 a day?
$82.
Put that back. It's too close to the screen. I can't see it. Pull it back again so I can see that.
Yeah,
it's
hold
too
on.
close, so you got to move back. Back. Hold on. Why can't I see that? The glare.
I'll see. Yeah. So yesterday I spent $82.27 to reach out to 50,000 people.
Wow.
But again, Kyle, I'm watching my expenditures.
Yeah.
Very, very closely. I'm watching my return on investment.
Yeah.
Because you also talk about trimming the fat.
Yeah.
So I've had to make cuts in other areas as well. So one of the things I've made cuts with is my territory. I want to keep it close.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Okay, I want to keep it in areas of high volume, where have I received a lot of my calls. Okay, so I'm strategically breaking down my territories, but I'm looking at volume right now and really pushing those areas and high concentrated areas. So
Yeah, I
we
think
can
that is
get
a good example. You keep now the I guess not the the bad news or the one counter to that. You know, volume's a big thing, right? That's huge, and territory is huge. You won't want to drive all over. But gas prices are so cheap that now it's not even like it's actually a good if you need to expand,
yep,
go to Rhode Island. It's not a huge deal because the cost of your fleet to operate is not going to be that bad. So
that's
it's
as well
actually
too.
better for someone like you. Now, obviously, you guys are considered essential employees, right?
Yes.
So yeah, you spent $82. I'm looking at it right now. You sent it to me. You spent $82.27, and you reached out to 49,906 people. Do you have like what did that ad say? Like what do your ads look like?
Um. Oh, I got creative on my ads. So what I did was, I boosted that interview, the interview that you saw with me and Greg Cooper for the state that I tagged you in. I got a lot of good feedback on that. But what I'm actually boosting, Kyle, and it's bringing in work is hold on here. You know how I do did you knows like on my post, like did you knows about like recycling and I put up the facts. That's what I'm drawing in, and people are they're finding it very interesting, and then they're coming right to my contact page on my website, and they're filling out information for work. But it's so like the ad right here. If you know what, I'm just gonna It's better if I FaceTime it to you. I mean, if I just send it to you in text, so we know what
Just
we're
text
looking
it to
at.
me so I can read it. So Fred, with those ads, right? How many click-throughs do you think you get from potential clients? Like you put that ad out, 50,000 people view it. How many would you say actually click and actually fill out the form?
So let's see. It says it.
I see that this, you know. That's a simple ad. That's not bad. That's nice.
Yeah. Um. So yesterday I received eight estimate requests off of it, okay, in a day, which is not bad. And I had over 100. I had 131 people on my site.
Really?
Yeah.
So you had 8 requests for people that have to get jobs, like 8 job requests?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow, that's pretty good.
But
How many did you talk to?
they're all booked for this afternoon to go out and do it. So I have to put my messages in.
That's great, man. That's a great. So see, that's an example of a pivot to shivot and what you know, kind of taking what you're doing and looking at. You're spending more time on social media now than you probably ever have.
Bam. But I'm doing it differently though. I'm doing it differently because what it was when I was going before, I was organic. So everything that I did last year was organic because of my situation, Kyle.
Right. Now you can be more inorganic. You can pay for advertising now.
Yes. And we saw what I did organically.
Who helps you run those ads? You do them yourself or you got a firm?
I do it myself.
Do you really? Who set up the web? Who set up the launching page, the landing page? You?
I did.
You did all that?
All that, man. It's all simple right through Facebook. It teaches you how to do it.
That's good. So that's another example, Fred, of how someone that knows nothing about any of this stuff, I'm sure you didn't really know a lot about it, right? You picked it up, learned it, frequently asked questions yourself, and figured out what it was. So that's awesome, man. That's awesome.
YouTube, baby.
Right. So I like to keep these at like 15 minutes, so we're going to button up in a minute. What do you think? So what's your outlook? When do we get out of this thing? What are we looking like? Is this going to cause a recession, then depression, or where are we going with this?
I don't think you're going to like my prediction, but I think I honestly believe I think it's gonna do something very bad with the economy, and I think we're gonna be sitting this till fall 2021. That is my prediction. And
Fall of 2021.
yes.
Wow.
You know something? You and me have a good friend, Matt McGoran, right?
Yeah.
And if you turn around, you ask him, yo, Fred makes these crazy predictions, right? And I'll stand by my word. He'll go, oh yeah, he does. But sometimes there's, you know what, Kyle? I think it's a virus, you know, and they can't really get a grasp on it. And you watch the news and everything, but I hope not. And if we do break out in the next month or two, I think there's going to be a lot of buyers. I think a lot of people are going to want to put their houses on the market, because a lot of the people that I'm talking to really are hopeful that this breaks through and that they're able to put the houses on the market, you know, and that it's just a Band-Aid, and that it will go away, and that curve drops, and that they're able to that people, you know, that once they're able to open up the country again.
I hope it again, in the function of time, I hope you're way wrong.
I know. I know. Trust me. I know.
But it's good to get people's opinion. It's good to hear how you pivot. It's good to hear what you're focusing on. I want to make sure I let you know, plug your company again if you want. Green Team Junk Removal, you guys do a great job. Massachusetts, Rhode Island, any other states you cover. You want to give your number, your email, feel free. Go ahead.
All right. My email is greenteamjunkremoval@gmail.com, and my website is greenteamjunk.com.
Good. All right, man. Thank you so much for coming out. And it's a rainy day today. We take this on Monday, so it's a crappy rainy day. But I think, hey, at the end of the day, we've got things we got to look forward to, and we have things that we need to be grateful for. So continue to stay grateful and look forward to continue to do business, man.
Yes. And be safe, man. All right?
You be safe, too. I'll talk to you soon. You have a good day, and kill them on those calls this afternoon.
I'm going to try my best, buddy.
All right, partner. Talk to you soon.
Bye.